In just a few weeks, Colorado voters will decide the fate of 13 constitutional amendments and initiatives. And although you may not be able to learn about all of them in Colorado's famed Blue Book voter information guides, you see, the books are out. Should have gotten one in the mail. However, supporters of Initiative 111 and other issues say vital pages on those measures are missing from an unknown number of those blue books. Thousands of books are being resent. Some organizations are now calling for an investigation. So you should contact your county clerk's offices and see if they have any extra updated books for you. Denver also has its own Blue Book Voters Guide. It has information about issues only found on Denver ballots, like the Caring for Denver initiative. State Representative Leslie Herod supports Caring for Denver and joins us now. And so this is all about mental health, substance abuse, those kinds of issues, and addressing them just in Denver.
Yes. So Caring for Denver is our mental health and substance abuse ballot initiative. For just 25 cents on a $100 sales tax increase, we can provide $45 million worth of mental health and addiction resources throughout the city and county of Denver.
So how is it that's not being met right now? I mean, it seems like those are basic needs for any city, not just Denver.
Yeah, you know, and unfortunately we're not doing well at it. We know that 3 to 4 people overdose in Denver on the streets of Denver every single day. The single leading cause of death for 10 to 24-year-olds in Denver is suicide. DPS itself, Denver Public Schools, has seen an increase in the number of youth suicides and severe mental health issues and challenges, and we have to do better. We all want to do better. That's why we have such a broad base of support, from law enforcement to school members to teachers to young people to parents to service providers, saying we have to do more.
And you think people are willing to pay? I mean, this is another tax, and you know, Coloradans look at taxes and go, no, I don't want to deal with these.
That's true. The great thing about Caring for Denver is that the funding and the resources will stay in our communities. It'll stay in our neighborhoods. So this is not talking about some broad fund that can go anywhere. It's to support your family members, your spouses, your partners, yourselves, your community members who need this help.
And so how will this money be spent? How do we know where that our community members are being helped?
Yeah, the great thing about the Caring for Denver funding is that we'll go to the Caring for Denver Foundation directly, which the sole responsibility is to allocate funding for mental health and substance abuse services. So we don't have to worry about the money being used for something else, some other need in the city, or some other need that some elected official wants to put the money in for. It will go only to provide services for mental health and addiction treatment throughout Denver.
And how will that be done? Is this a facility we're talking about, or how will it work?
It'll be done through a grant-making process. And so nonprofits and other entities can actually apply to the Caring for Denver Foundation to receive these funds. Denver Public Schools, for example, is a great example of an organization that will be applying for more therapists in every single school. We need that here in Denver, not just for the schools that can afford it. There will also be a facility that's created, though. Law enforcement will work together with the DA, with the criminal defense bar and others to come together and create a facility that's not jail, that law enforcement can take people to who have mental health or substance abuse challenges. Maybe they're homeless and just need a clean place that provides respite and access to services. That will be created through the Caring for Denver Fund.
And is this necessary because of the growth that Colorado has seen?
I think the growth is part of it, but let me be honest with you. We have been behind on mental health and substance abuse funding for decades. And that is why our largest mental health facility in Denver today is our Denver County Jail. We cannot keep incarcerating ourselves out of this problem. People come back into our communities no better than when they went in. We have to do better. Caring for Denver will do that.
Okay, so this is only in Denver right now. I mean, I would suspect that there would be greater needs out there beyond Denver.
Of course. The great thing about Caring for Denver is that Denver voters have the opportunity to lead the way and to show people how it can be done. Can show people that we actually will support our neighbors, our community members, our families. I've heard from people in Arapahoe County, Adams County, El Paso County who say, we want a Caring for El Paso. We want a Caring for Adams. We want a Caring for Jeffco. How can we do the same thing that you're doing in Denver? And I say, Denver voters are going to pass this overwhelmingly. We're going to help you pass it in your counties as well. We're going to all work together to address this issue.
So there's no other city, no other county doing anything like this right now in Colorado?
Not at this level. No, not at this level. But there are some others who are moving forward with mental health ballot initiatives because we have to address this issue. Larimer County, for instance, is also considering this measure, a similar measure. So we have to do what we can do now.
And what will it cost voters?
25 cents on a $100 sales tax increase, so just a quarter.
Okay, this is something Denver voters will be voting on come November. Leslie Herod, thank you so much for being here to explain how this will work.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, if you have a question or a segment idea for us, tweet us at Denver7Politics. And you can always watch today's segments anytime at thedenverchannel.com/politicsunplugged. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you back here next Sunday.